Hello and welcome to the Party Dungeon. This is Dungeon Party. As always, I'm your DM, the man who will one day be king, Blake Peebles. And your cast will be joining us shortly, but before they do, a couple of announcements and a recap. Announcement number one, you missed this, didn't you? I missed it too. But I'm actually editing an episode during the daytime now, so I won't have to wake up Michael when I record it. Announcement number two, I dropped my microphone and now it doesn't work as well anymore, and I'm sorry. Announcement number three, patrons. You're the best. We have multiple patrons, and they're all going to get a shout out here. It is Elliot, it is Nick, it is Big Money, it is Tom the Lich, and it is Tommy Walters. You guys are the best. You're the bomb.com. We love you. If you're interested in joining that glorious group of people, getting all sorts of benefits, such as my homebrew, I have some cool random spell tables that I've made, all stats, all characters. If you want that, you can get it by being a patron. You can also get a shout out and get to create items for the party to encounter, which is pretty cool. If you're interested in that, it is in the link down below. Other things in the link down below. Alyssa, our friend's painting Instagram. Check it out. She paints our minis. She's amazing. Natalia Solis, who did our character art, she's amazing. Her Tumblr is down there. Nick, who was one of our patrons, he does a recap of every episode, and it's amazing. Check that out. His Twitter is linked down below. Also down there is the like and subscribe buttons. Please use them. Please, dear God, please. Other than that, I think that's all the announcements, other than you guys are great. So let's get into the recap. Last time on Dungeon Party, our crew was scolded by the Exit Sortilegium and then teleported across the country to Grend, the capital of Raish, which is one of the 4 nations in the Bergen Coalition on the west coast. Nate was mad. Luckily, they were teleported into the good and kind home of Curl Ferbson, played by our good pal and patron Tommy Walters, and that's a train. And it really threw me off. Curl, being a real good boy, told them not only he could show them around town, but he could likely take them to Anya, who is theoretically somebody who lives up in the Hespen Mountains, who has a way to get them back. As we left off, they were all going to go to the store, I think. Yeah, I don't know. You'll know better than I do. Anyway, enjoy it. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, please. I'm begging you. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. Also, don't ever get your hair cut, any of you. Not once. You'll thank me later. I'm from the future. Bye. You go inside, and all the children are all sitting around, and they're just looking at you in awe. There's 2 of them, about 6 and 8 years old, who look very similar.
So these are my daughters. This is Yala and Yarna. These are my...
One of them is hiding behind the other one, and the older one is standing in front with her arms crossed, and the younger one is sort of hiding a little bit.
You know how Daddy does magic sometimes? Well, some of these folks do magic too. Isn't that pretty cool?
Show us.
I'm minor illusion.
I take out Tobin, and he starts to shapeshift in.
She takes out a mouse.
Yeah, sorry.
I got a mouse. He ain't magic or nothing, but he just kind of sits in my pocket. But I hope someday he'll be magic. I don't know. He might die first.
Well, he's not actually magic. He has a little necklace around him that makes him magic.
That's real cool. I got one of those.
I actually don't know where I got it. I probably stole
it one time, yeah.
Adding to the list of things that Curl wants in life, a little necklace for his mouse.
They sort of...
Yeah, just call out anything on command, he'll do it.
Dragon! Whoa! Dad, can you do that?
No.
I'm gonna minor illusion some fire coming out of Tobin's dragon mouth.
Whoa! A little...
Guard.
Most of the children here are gnomes and dwarves, actually. It's a human family, but most of the children here are gnomes and dwarves.
So I take it they're not all yours?
No, I mean not to my knowledge, but
and you hear like a hearty chuckle from the kitchen.
But no, just these 2.
So
but
do you run
we
a
like
daycare?
Tamsin actually does lessons in her spare time.
I teach the children of the neighborhood on sort of the winter seasons when schools are closed.
Anyway, here's the tea. You can try it if you like.
Anyone else?
Is it
Would
good?
you like some, sir?
Thank you.
Thanks, honey.
It would be rude not to. Is it good?
Biscuits are on the table, kids! And they all just sort of swarm into the other room. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's tea.
It doesn't taste like much. It sort of just tastes a little like water. You're expecting more. For the rest of it's
trying
nice.
to be an adult.
It's no like high class fancy tea, but it is warm and it's nice. She comes back in, blows her hands a little bit, and sort of links her arm with her husband, and says, "Be careful going to town today, all right? Those circus people are."
Yeah, I mean,
more and more of them.
Yeah, well, they're fun, right?
Well, some of them
They're fun. You know,
Well,
they're.
Eleanor McEwen, she says that her husband got shooken up by one of them the other day. So
By
be
a
careful.
circus person.
Yeah.
Well, I'll watch out.
The
then.
mask, the ones with the mask.
With the hoop? Wow. Oh boy. Honey, just so you know, I might have to, like, leave for
the delivery.
a little while. Well, maybe not delivery. I might be delivering these folks somewhere.
Are they paying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Where
I'll
do
make
you
sure they do.
Where do you need to go?
Well, I gotta go up to Anya's. I know. I'm sorry.
I thought you weren't going to do that, John.
I know. I'm sorry, but it will help them, and they're our new friends, right? So.
Have any of you killed a man before?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
That was no. Then I trust them to keep you safe. But
End of a holder.
you cut loose and run.
Wait, you
Look
trust
dire.
that? We have to work on
there's the
your
orcs up
judgment.
there.
They murdered people.
I'm gonna-
I
I'm
didn't
gonna-
know. You
I'm
all
gonna-
murdered people?
I'm gonna turn to her and
Not
just like,
murdered.
I still have the chest, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like flash it and close it and be like, we'll pay.
Except.
Make sure they pay first.
All right. Well, yeah. How would they pay? And then I leave in case I die, and then you can have the money so that the kids are okay.
We're not gonna
say
let.
that.
No, I'm just.
How
preparing for
how
it.
about half before, half at the end?
That sounds like fun.
We're not gonna let
No.
him
Well,
die.
you take care of the business.
All right, well,
But
yeah,
if things
thanks.
get crazy and he wants to leave, you better let him leave, okay?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
He likes his magic thing, but
Are we leaving
You leave
straight
my
from
magic thing. I'm a magician. Magician.
you're a
Okay.
magician, honey. And she sort of takes your hands. She's like, you're my magician.
Oh, thanks, Tammy. All right. Let's,
and a very tender, sweet smooch.
all right.
All right.
I mean,
Are we
gross.
leaving? Are we leaving right now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to go.
All right.
I got my.
In that case, and I'm gonna not go into the chest. I'm gonna go into my own pocket and just like put down like 25 gold that was discussed.
Yeah.
Half ahead, half when we get there.
Oh, I thought we were going. Oh, I gotta go to town first. Remember?
Right, no,
that's
but,
fine.
yeah.
Great, fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Thank you. Keep him safe. Don't kill more people if you don't have to around him.
Well, we're not gonna just kill indiscriminately,
No.
but I mean, if
See, I
someone.
figured they kill bad people, right?
I killed a groundhog once.
I know you did.
I cried
And
for a
she-
week, but I killed it.
and she points at a sketch of a groundhog that has been hastily like stuck to the wall. I know you did.
Poor fella.
Hey,
All
it's
right.
okay.
Yeah, okay. Let's get on our way here.
If this wife dies, I swear.
Why would you even say that?
I know. I'm sorry.
Why would you give him that idea?
Cool. So he leads you into town.
She was still
All right. So I go outside and I immediately cast like I go out to the back where you guys were. I pick up like several like packages, like these big boxes, and
The one
yeah.
you're delivering to him is actually just a very small sort of this sized box.
No.
Not too big.
Now throw it on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Great. Put it in a bag. Throw it on my shoulder.
If you have other deliveries to make in town, like feel free. But
What?
Yeah.
the one he only needed it was straight. Like you got it in Zextria,
Do it.
which is ways away. But it was like
the box.
very urgent.
Is it very
he's
heavy?
gonna pay you super
Could
well
we
for
do
it.
that now?
It's sort of heavy.
No, it's
Okay.
gonna be late. I don't want to. I mean.
All right.
Do
So
what
all
So
right.
what I do is I cast my floating disc, and you guys see appearing in front of you a floating disc, but it is larger than any floating disc that I imagine they've ever seen before.
Of the people who've seen floating discs,
Yeah.
likely.
It sort of hangs there. I place the package on it, and then I say, well, if anybody would like to hop on, you feel free. It's pretty sturdy. I've been working on it for a long
It
time.
wobbles a little bit, but like pretty
Can
good.
I just so I don't have to carry the chest?
Yes.
Yeah,
the
sure.
chest,
Please
yeah.
throw it on there. Whatever you want to do. That's fine.
Why am I carrying the chest?
I handed it to you.
I know we already were in a room full of people, but I still have Rottwein all in my sack.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. I guess I should have mentioned this earlier. He smells like rotting flesh. Like very bad, like rotting flesh.
Been trying to be polite about it this whole time.
Yeah, let's just go to town. Can you actually walk behind? Do you mind? You're actually, you know what? You stay on the floating disc, and then I'll walk in front and carry with me.
Should I just get rid of the bag?
Probably.
Is there?
I don't know if I don't know if anybody told you, Elril, but you do have a vial of rot spine,
Like liquefied.
Yeah.
I mean, if
and you have your drug spine.
it's probably the scent that works, right?
Right, we have...
So I don't
Rot
think we
spine
need the bag.
concentrate.
Perhaps we should bury it quickly.
Yeah.
There's not where you're in. It's stone cobbled streets right now.
There's no. We can't find some. We're like in a neighborhood. sort
Yeah,
of.
you're in a neighborhood.
Oh
Agreed.
shoot.
Do you have a garden? I bet it makes excellent fertilizer.
Do you have an outhouse?
Well, there's a bridge over a river coming up. You could put it in the water.
Oh, this poor fish.
Would that look fishy? Sorry,
Oh,
I didn't. I actually didn't mean.
You do see the river from here.
Get off my disc.
It's flowing pretty fast, and you do see people sort of just throw shit into it
Okay.
on the bridges.
Yeah,
Cool.
throw a bag full of rotting flesh in the river.
Hey man, it's a big city.
What if you don't mind my asking? Is in that bag there?
It's rot spine. It's a gourd.
We have the extract here.
Yeah.
Some orange, sort of orangey goop.
We found it useful.
Looks like the inside of a pumpkin, kind of.
Oh, that's cool, but it smells like hell.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Yeah. I just shoved it all in my bag.
The scent helped us deal with some creatures.
Oh, that's great. Well,
Yeah.
that's excellent.
Cool. So you make your way through Breeze Hill in order to get to Tharman's Crossing, where you're trying to get to. You have to pass through towards. Why did I throw away the sheet that has all the neighborhoods on it? You have to pass through Broadmount, which is a little ways through the neighborhood.
As we're walking, I'd like to ask,
Curl Ferguson.
Curl, what type of magic do you study? Do you have a specialty? Do you have
Well,
a
here's
style?
the thing.
Like-
I mostly study magic in my basement because I'm not allowed to do it. Upstairs with kids and everything. Because you never know what's going to happen, right? It's your magical power.
It can be it can be dangerous at times. I
so-
gesture to Finn
What?
offhandedly.
So I mainly stick to the spells that I mainly stick to the spells that protect things and that won't hurt nothing.
Abjuration.
Yes, is precisely. So I've been studying abjuration
Right?
for
I
a
went to
while.
college.
I've been studying abjuration, so I know several of those spells. But I got a couple little tricks up my sleeve when I need them.
I see. I'm a illusion myself.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's really cool.
So entirely harmless, but
You seem like a very responsible individual.
I've never been accused of such a thing, but I appreciate the compliment. I appreciate the compliment. My wife keeps me in check all the
is
time.
this conversation making Nate jealous?
Why?
Talking to our new dad.
Not
If
now.
y'all want to hop on the
Not
floating
now.
disc, it actually can. It can hold up. I tested it. It can hold up to 700 pounds. So if anybody wants to hop on, feel free. Got more room.
Where'd
all
you
around
get
together.
700 pounds to test it with?
Well, I actually, funny you should ask. I am the only muleless delivery service in all of Renarsia, and I've been traveling around these many kingdoms and provinces and whatnot and so forth, just bringing things to people who want things and taking away things from people who don't want things. I used to have a mule, but one night he got hurt, and I felt so bad for him that I decided that I was going to learn how to do it myself. So then I created this floating disc.
Does he have a fetus in his stomach?
It's not Norman Reedus. This is Death Stranding.
Okay.
Not that I know of, but
Norman Reedus and the Fantastic Fetus.
Anyway, so yeah, he leads you into town. As you sort of get closer to the bridge, you see the houses sort of start to recede and more restaurants and stores start to pop up. As he describes to you sort of the layout of the town. Something you do notice is that, like his wife mentioned, there are a lot of gaudily dressed circus performer-looking people sort of prancing about. There's a heavy circus population in the entertainment district. That's something people really pay a lot to see. There's far more circuses than there are brothels in Grend. Who knows why?
Big
But-
circuses are both.
Some of them are in this place. Yeah.
We try to keep the children away from here, but every once in a while we go in and see one of the more wholesome circuses. It's nice. It's nice.
Elro, will you make a perception check for me?
14.
Oh,
Not all of them, but a lot of the ones that are wearing masks. A lot of them are wearing like sort of half masks, carnival style half masks.
Phantom of the Opera fans.
Yeah. A lot of those ones have a very familiar Argyle patterning to a lot of their clothing. A black, red, yellow, and white Argyle pattern that you intimately recognize.
Intimately.
I intimately recognize it.
what?
And I don't say anything about it.
I figured.
Damn it.
Cool. So as you make your way to Fireman's Crossing, there's tons of stores. This is the bustling metropolis of this place. You can easily deposit the backpack. The name of my session plan is called Yes Winfield More Shopping.
Oh boy.
Though Curl does warn you, a lot of these places will scam you pretty good on the bridges, particularly on Fireman's Crossing. But there are a couple pretty reputable places that you want to go to.
I ain't the only magician in town. Some of these folks, they're pretty good at taking stuff off you.
The best of sort of each category of things. There's the Stone Bastion, which is like an armory, blacksmith, weaponry sort of place. Trickster's Trove, which is a costuming and clothing store. Jewel of the West, which is gems and precious stones, as you are basically through the diamond. I'm sure he's explained to you at this point. Through that diamond entrance in the wall is the rest of Raish, which continues for hundreds of miles under the Hespin Mountains.
Whoa.
So the Hespin Mountains aren't. Nobody lives up in them, but there is a whole fucking basically dwarven country below. Raish is made up of, you would know this, of that dwarven area, as well as the Passaic River Valley, which follows this river down through the Hespin. So there's a lot of gems and precious stones and whatnot, and the Jewel of the West is pretty much the best place to get it for not outrageously expensive. Priya's Cauldron is a good apothecary, and then one that you've always meant to go to but have never gone to is Tinkered Trinkets, which is run by a gnome named Trancy, who is pretty famous around town for always trying to make things run more efficiently, but his inventions just sort of failing and making things a lot worse. As well as the one that you were going to, which is Privateer's Plunder, which you've never been to before, but you've heard good things.
All right, so I got to go this way to Privateer's Plunder, but why don't we all? I'll leave my floating disc outside. Why don't we all meet back by the floating disc in what do you say? I don't know, half an hour or so. I just got to do some business with this fella.
Privateer's Plunder does seem to be a curiosity and magic item shop.
Yeah.
Would
Take I'm gonna take the chest. I'm not gonna leave the chest outside on the disc.
Do you want to split that up?
I already took mine.
should we
There was definitely a sleight of hand check, maybe.
there's a part of me that thinks we should have like a party fund.
should we invest in a horse and cart for? We won't.
Well, perhaps a magic
Now
item
we have a tent
that would allow us to hold things in a small,
What?
convenient way.
What are you
perhaps.
implying?
Something like that does not exist.
If there is a magic item shop and we have enough money, perhaps something to hold
This
things.
is
You
expensive.
know, I've heard of stuff that you hold stuff with.
Yes, I believe. I've heard of a bag
You
of
know what a
holding.
bag of holding
Yeah,
is.
there is a thing known as a bag of holding for storage.
You also know
of-
that they're pretty fucking rare these days.
Ugh.
These days, why?
Didn't we see one already?
No.
No.
It's a portable hole. You saw a
we saw
portable hole.
But what's her face? No, she.
Well, portable hole. I actually don't know what a portable hole does.
It's just a bad bag of holding, kind of.
I thought it made holes in things.
It does.
Well,
Well, it makes an extra dimensional space
Yeah.
in things. So if you put it on a window, now there's just like a weird 5-foot pit in the window. You can't go through the window with it.
Oh.
I know, it's not as
That's
fun
so
anymore.
sad.
Then what's the thing that lets you do that?
That doesn't exist anymore.
You used it in our last campaign.
I know I did.
You son of a bitch.
I homebrew, what?
Homebrew.
Well, I guess we should go check out the magic items.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look at the magic items. I
Mhm.
suppose.
Sure.
Let's go.
Sure.
Might as well go as a group, right?
I mean, that's the best place for scrolls, right?
It might
It's
be.
the best
Yeah,
place
should
for
be.
things in general.
Say scrolls again.
Cool. So, as you enter Privateer's Plunder.
SKROWL. Scrolls.
As you enter Privateer's Plunder, you are met with a bellowing laugh. Bellowing, deep-chested laugh.
Edit the episode out.
Right. The
Sponsor?
coming from coming from the inside. Coming from the inside. Whatever. You look and you'll see a rather muscular black dragonborn sitting behind the counter with his feet up on it, reading a book. He wears a very loose-fitting white shirt, open to reveal a very broad and muscular scaled chest, and carved into the scales over his heart is a symbol of a dolphin. Two of you make religion checks on that.
So
19.
Yeah, so I think eventually I'm just gonna become that.
6.
Okay, you don't recognize him.
Somehow I
This
don't
you
think
remember
so.
from your days at the academy, when you were sort of in your religion training. That is a symbol of Deep Seychelas, who is the god of sea elves. Interesting. He's also wearing rather flowy pants and no shoes. His face is quite jovial, but very, very scarred. And on the left side of his mouth, there's like a triangular section of his lip that seems to have been like cut out. Like this guy's seeing some shit. As you enter, he takes his feet off the counter and stands to greet you guys, and he stands a good head taller than any of you, which isn't saying much
Because we're
because you're all
short as
pretty
shit.
short.
We're very
But he's big. He's not like bulky, but he is certainly muscular. And he stands up and he goes, "Welcome to Privateer's Plunder. The name's I'm the proprietor. You can call me Blackscale. Good to meet you."
Hi, Blackscale. I got your delivery right here.
You do?
Yes, I
Oh,
do.
and he comes over and he just gives you a big ol' hug.
Well, hi, pleasure to meet you as well.
Where is it? Where is it?
I just got it right here on my back, and
He takes out a huge bag of coins and clunks it down on the table in front of you.
thank you kindly, sir.
Oh,
here he is.
And he sort of starts tearing it open.
How are you not an incredibly rich man?
Well, he's paid you. This was a weird one because he paid a crazy amount of money for this one thing. Like he paid you 250 gold to deliver this size package.
I gotta raise my prices.
And he opens it up. He takes the lid. He opens it up. It is a sort of leather-bound box. He opens the lid and he goes, "Oh, I've missed you." And he pulls out a dagger. A really interesting dagger. It is forged with this orange metal with sort of a green iridescent hue on it. And rather than sharpening to a point, it sort of tapers into a flare. It looks like it's more meant for cutting rather than stabbing. And it's fairly large. He takes it out and he just gives it a big ol' kiss. Like, "Oh, I've missed you. You do not know how long I've... he's not Southern. You don't know how long I've been apart from this baby. Oh, it feels like my heart's been missing. Whew! Thank you so much."
Of course, man. I'm happy to do anything you need in terms of delivering things. That happens to be my specialty.
Well, I recently opened we opened our 6th store over east, so actually I might be using your services. Are you local?
Yeah, no, I'm from Grend. My friends here, however, are a little bit out of their element, so I hope you make them welcome.
He throws the dagger and it just sticks into the counter, and he holds his big old hand out. He's like, "I'm Blackscale. Who are you?"
I roll up my sleeves.
Yeah. Hey!
I'm Finn!
I'm gonna call you Silverscale.
Cool!
I'm Elril.
Real?
Nate?
Nate?
Thuvius?
Suvius? Karasu. Oh, I haven't seen a Kenku since I was back east, in the sea. You from that area? It was a crew. It was a crew of Kenku. We sometimes killed them. So might have known him, might not have. Anyway,
Which sea?
Eastern Sea. They're all the same, really, but back between Karth and east coast of Renarsia. I mean, the name of the store is Privateer's Plunder. It's not a secret. I used to be a pirate.
Sorry, the Eternal Sea?
Yeah, the Eternal Sea. Well, everything's the Eternal. I'm of the opinion that all seas are the same. They're all connected. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I
what
never
we
got
name
that.
them,
You know,
right?
I never understood why we called them different things if they're all connected.
I mean, I spent most of my young life on those seas, so I feel like I'm a bit of an expert.
It's all the same water.
Exactly.
It's not like it's different water.
It's all the same one. You know what you're talking about. We're gonna be working together.
I think so. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I used to be a pirate. I'm not ashamed to admit it. No longer a pirate, but I'm still a seeker, a thrill seeker of fine magical wares. And is that what brings you here to me today?
Well, can I first sell this? And
I buy as well, yeah.
As the Spade of Servitude.
Ooh, what is this?
Ooh.
What does it do?
It's a magic weapon. Heavy two-handed. It's a
big shovel.
Yeah. It deals 2d8 radiant damage, as I explained that in not D&D terms.
Ooh.
You're not gonna tell me other.
You have to hurt yourself.
Oh yeah, you have to hurt yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting. There's some people be into that.
I was gonna say, I was like, you're just gonna.
And he's sort of, he's
gonna scare.
He's twirling it around deftly and sort of like examining it. Clearly, this is not his first rodeo with this sort of thing. And he puts down, well, can't buy from you till my wife gets back. She does the identify thing. We just met. I trust you, but you could be lying. You know how it goes. You know how it is in business.
Yeah, I know I could identify, but I didn't prepare that spell today, so
It happens. She'll be back probably pretty soon.
Okay.
I wouldn't be worried.
Now
Yes.
I'm worried.
Do you sell any scrolls?
Usually yes, but I don't believe I have any on me today.
Have you ever heard of an item called the Chalice of Restoration?
Yeah, it's a chalice enchanted with a major restoration spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
so have you ever sold any of those?
I think our Karth location might have one.
Maybe we'll be stopping out there sometime.
Karth?
It's a bit far, but perhaps.
Yeah, you got a whole continent, not to mention the eternal sea to cross.
Is this to fix your eye?
Yes.
Deception check.
18.
Alright. Convincing enough. I can special order it. I can get it from them if you want.
I don't know if we'll be here much longer, so.
I got plenty of locations.
Also, I deliver.
Where do you think you're gonna be? Carleone? Going down to Salos?
I wish I knew. I don't know yet, but I will keep that in mind, and I may come back. That's,
All right.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I got one of those. I can also just keep my eye out. That's the thing. Usually my wife and I, we don't run the shops too often. We're off, procuring goods. But we've had to take a little bit of waylay because I lost this. Now I got it back. Ooh, business is booming, baby.
Out of curiosity, I don't suppose you have a bag of holding around?
I don't, but I have something almost as good. And he reaches below the deck. But as he does so, the door bursts open. And... I don't know.
Oh, we're you going to combat?
6 minutes of drums.
So we're still not full rested.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, no spell slots.
Mystical intrigue.
I have
Oh
one.
no.
The door opens, and you see a gnomish woman. She is... Sorry, she's halfling. Halfling with black hair that is dyed blue sort of in places. She comes in and she's holding something you have never seen before. It is crossbow-shaped, mostly, but it is encased in metal, and it is whirring with blue energy. And she holds it up and she points it at Blackscale. She says, "All the money you've got, I need it now." Blackscale is, "Oh, hey, don't want any trouble. I'm gonna reach below and grab my money. Everybody, hold on, just be calm." And he grabs his knife and throws it. It plants in the ground in front of her, and in a green flash, Blackscale is no longer behind the counter. He is right in front of her, one hand holding the knife, the other hand grabbing her wrist with the gun. It was a very tense moment. And then they both lean forward and start making out furiously.
Is it what?
I'm very confused.
When they come up for air,
Ew.
she sort of...
Finn, turn around.
No!
She sort of like climbs up onto his shoulder, and he goes, "My wife, Gwen."
I would hope so.
I knew it the whole time. I knew it. I knew it. I knew she was your type. I knew it.
Yeah. And she's like, "Yeah, I just like to keep him sharp, and I heard he was getting Ori back today, so I thought it would be a great chance to test his reflexes. He's getting a little bit old," and sort of like socks him in the side of the face. She's like, all right. We got customers here. We need some identifying done. She's like, happy to do it. They walk back behind the counter. She takes a seat on his lap.
Ew! Gross! Elbro! Don't say that!
Share it for the group! Share it for the group!
No.
Put it on the camera.
I'm just saying, like, one's a giant dragonborn and the other's a tiny little gnome.
Halfway.
Alright,
It's the second time today.
I'm sure it works. You know, I'm sure they make
Think
it work.
about that.
It wasn't in
They make it work.
out of game.
Anyway, so she says, "Hi, my name's Gwentrith. You can call me Gwen for short, though. What do you need identified? This thing? Cool." She just like flashes her eyes over. She puts her contraption on the table, and as she stops touching it, the blue glow just whirs and it falls silent. I can say it now. She casts identify. She goes like, "Oh yeah," and she describes it pretty much exactly as you did. And he's like, "Oh, perfect. I knew I could trust you. You got a trustworthy face.
Thanks, it's the mustache.
I can offer you.
It's not.
I'll give you 200 gold for this."
Okay.
All right.
Y'all are rich people.
It pays well to be in piracy, or used to be in piracy. So we met actually. Gwen here went to Miss Gralthal Academy. She was in the Magitech department, now defunct, sadly, now that she's not there. That is where you went.
Oh. When was she there? Because I have to decide when I was there.
By the time you got there, the Magitech department didn't exist anymore, so she was there before you, likely.
You're saying Magitech.
Magitech.
Cool.
Yeah, without her genius there, I mean, they really couldn't keep it afloat. Basically, a crew I was on accidentally summoned a demon on campus, and then we met trying to get rid of it. Fell madly in love. I stuck around as a guard till she, finished her masters, and then she joined my crew. We've been traveling around ever since. Now we have a pretty successful business going, so I think it's working out pretty well. And they do a very complicated handshake.
Yeah, I mean, I met my wife at the school dance. You know, it's the same.
Pretty much.
It's the same.
Anyway,
It's not different.
no, I wouldn't. I mean, it's just a
It's
different
just-
kind of
no,
dance.
I mean,
We
like,
were
love,
fighting, you were
love is
dancing.
love. You know, love. Yeah.
Love is love.
There. Yeah.
That's what I like to say. All right.
Turn to camera. Love is.
Anyway, we were talking about the this thing, and he pulls out a chest.
We already.
Yeah, but not like this. And he opens it up and he pulls out an entire fucking flag. Pretty much the same thing as a bag of holding. It's a little bit bigger, but it can hold a lot more than a bag of holding can. It's called the chest of containment.
I mean,
Points for alliteration.
the thing is, someone has to be able to carry the. I can't, do my thing.
No, we could, but I mean, if we had it.
I got a disc.
Yeah. Which are we?
Could you? How could the chest fit in a backpack, or is it?
It's like a pretty standard sized
We would
chest.
need. We would need some
cart.
sort of cart.
Someone needs to always be
And
carrying.
someone
the
would
chest.
have to, or we have a mule or a horse pulling the cart.
We have 5 here. 6 here.
Mules?
Yeah.
I thought you were done with the illicit substance.
He was.
So
And that was when I was-
I know.
Well,
but
if y'all want, I could teach the wizard kind among you of how to do my special floating disc.
Yeah, that sounds
then
like a
you
great
could-
idea.
Yes, we
Yeah. Why don't you guys do that right now?
Yeah!
Okay, you can't teach a spell like right now.
Well, I could write it down for you, and then
Yeah.
you could.
Copy it into your spell book.
Right, yes, my spell book. That's like hanging on.
Wait,
my-
that's how wizards do it?
Yeah, no, they
You
learn
don't
their.
just know it?
I do. I just know it.
But you
I
said
just-
wizards put it in their
I
spell book.
keep it by memory. The
and-
spellbook really. I don't open the spellbook a lot. If you haven't noticed, don't open the spellbook.
I open my spell book all the time because I'm not too good at it, but I'm getting there.
I keep it by memory.
Yeah, he's the best wizard that there is.
Well, I could teach you the spell if you like. I mean, I could write it down for you so you could not look at it.
Oh, well, if it
Yeah,
was...
that's the great solution. No, why don't you guys do that right now and we'll keep talking?
No, hang on. Could you produce it as a scroll?
You could create a scroll, but it's a
That's
one-time,
gonna take a really long time.
Oh,
and it's a one-time use thing as well.
Okay.
And plus, it's expensive. You have to pay for the magical inks and the parchment.
Well,
It's better if you learn it.
I don't think I can.
I mean, I have magic inks and parchment if you need to buy some.
Damn it.
Well, it's.
I mean, it's not illusion.
No, I mean, if y'all aren't interested, that's totally
Right.
fine. I'm
Oh,
just saying that, like,
it's
if
so
you
helpful,
need a way to
though.
carry a bunch of shit, I mean,
Yeah.
damn it, I mean, darn it.
Nice.
Hey, we all know all the words here.
No, I know. I'm working on it for
All
my
right.
for my girls.
Would you like to hear about the rest of my wares?
Yeah.
How much is your chest of
560 gold.
We could,
Pretty powerful magic item.
We could.
You know, bags of holding are pretty
We
rare these
could.
days, so.
How much does a cart and horse go for these days?
I'm not the one to ask. You don't have a lot of those around here, because, I mean, the roads, there's stables going out. I mean, where are you trying to head next, like, directly?
I haven't quite
I
decided.
Don't even know.
If you're going on the road, I'm sure you can find one pretty
We are
cheap.
going on the road, yes.
Is it like the road down south?
Which
Do you
way
know
is-
what road we're taking?
Oh, we're going up the Hespine Mountains.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna get a horse and cart up there.
Yeah.
How
So
am I
we'll have to use
supposed move
this.
around this chest?
All this and other things, they might interest you a little bit more. We have
Alright.
this, and he pulls out a pretty plain-looking staff that has like really like stone grips on the center, and it comes to a point that vibrates slightly. It's the staff of the Earth Shaker for any of you squishy types who likes to cast things from afar. If things get too close, make the earth fall out from under them. That's 600 gold.
You could go home.
Well, not quite that powerful.
Oh.
This, and he pulls out a lantern made of bone, is the final light. You light this, you light this lantern, and you put it next to a corpse, and you can see the last 10 seconds of its life, as long as it died within the last year.
Whoa.
Pretty crazy.
Does that work for animals as well?
I can
Yeah.
think of a certain detective who might have a good use for that.
How much?
Thematically
Is
fitting.
That one is 800 gold pieces.
Oh, okay.
Yikes.
This, and he pulls out, it's a little strange. It's, how do you describe this? Where is it? There it is. It's a blood red gem attached to a bunch of strings that seem to fit around your fingers. So it would fill sort of like a glove slot. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Cabaneri in the Iron Fortress.
Yeah.
It's a red gem, however. This is the glove of Redmane.
Turns you into Eddie Redmayne.
It belonged to a very powerful, I guess the word for him would be Templar. He was a tabaxi, a lion tabaxi, who managed to figure out how to siphon spells out of spellcasters. So with this thing, if you touch a spellcaster with it, you can take away some of their spell slots, store them in here. I hear after a certain amount of them, some sort of magic crazy effect comes out of this thing. I don't know how many, I don't know exactly how it works. That is 1,250 gold pieces, because it is a sort of...
Does this mage want it back?
Oh, he's dead.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
okay.
been dead for a long. He wasn't. He was pretty staunchly anti-magic. Actually, he was Seleucian. That's why he devised a way to steal magic.
Interesting.
Using magic, I would assume.
Yeah, it might be a divine substance. I don't know. They like
That
divine
seems
stuff
kind of
in there.
hypocritical to me.
Hey man, I don't make the rules. I just sell the items.
Hey.
Anyway, this is moon touched half plate, so it's half plate, but it is moon touched. Basically, while you're under the moon's light, it makes you stronger, more. Your constitution works better, and if any of you have, you know, a bit of the hairy side, if you know what I'm saying, it will transform with you under the light of the full moon.
Neat.
You've already seen the chest, and this, and he pulls out a little necklace that is shaped in a small golden heart, is a divine amplifier. So the wearer of this, once per day, when they're being the target of sort of a divine healing situation, they can choose to just be healed as much as possible, rather than sort of the randomness that we all associate with healing. And that's 450 gold. And the half plate was 380. And then my chest. So what I have. If you guys have anything in the realm of like 10,000 gold, that opens up a whole nother level of stuff. Are you those kind of people?
Not here.
All right. Well, check back later.
Not at the moment.
Any
We
of that
will
interests
be
you?
though.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, right now carrying the chest is an issue, but if we
Yeah.
spend the gold, we
much-
don't need the chest.
Well, do we need to carry the chest though? Because
We could just divvy
we
up.
just split
We
the
can
gold
give him
and
the gold, yeah.
You want to buy a chest?
A normal one?
Empty normal chest.
I'm good.
Damn.
I mean, I'm carrying.
It can go into the river later. Do we give everyone their 190 and then?
You mean everyone else?
Is any of that sound interesting to you?
Yes.
All of it.
Let's just everybody add your 190
Done.
so we don't forget.
Done.
Yeah, those are our wares. Those are our wares at this particular location. It's a little bit light over here because we're sort of, trapped in by the mountains. It's hard to get stuff up here. But if you see our other locations, they might have more. Or if you want anything special ordered, we do special orders as well.
Ooh.
I'm good.
All right. Anything for anyone?
I'm all set, but we should keep talking because
We absolutely will.
I could be part of that special order business.
I was actually going to ask you about that.
All right.
Can I hear the list again, real quick?
Yeah, we have the Staff of the Earthshaker, Final Light, the Lantern, the Glove of Redmane, Moontouch Halfplate, Divine Amplifier, and the Chest of Containment.
How much was the glove of Redmane?
1,250.
Yeah, it's the
gold
really
pieces.
expensive one.
How much you got?
How much is that chest again?
That's
We
560.
can't, I don't think even as a party we can have the glove of Redmane.
You probably can. You just got 950,
Yeah.
and you have a secret 200.
No, I gave 25 of it away to help you out with your 50.
I had the money.
You interested?
Yeah, but I felt bad.
Well, I could really use that chest, but I don't have enough money.
Is there anything
But
that
these folks are probably gonna owe me a favor in a minute if they want to buy it for me. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
We're paying you.
Well, I'm saying you can pay me now, and then I could pay him for the chest right now. But we can do it later if that works. I'll probably be over this way sometime.
All right.
soon. All right.
We have more than one of these too, so.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, the amplifier could really help out with the. I don't know who would
with
wear
healing?
I have 670.
it. I have.
670.
I
I
have.
thought he meant HP.
I have. I have 270.
No, yeah.
480.
I have almost 250.
I have 270.
How did I get the most money?
I don't know.
Because I don't spend
Yeah,
it.
what?
And I
That's
sold something.
Yeah, that's true. You just sold the thing.
Mm.
Oh yeah, there's another item that if you want to sell, you haven't ever used.
Oh yeah. I technically, it's not really a magic item. I have the illusory blade.
That's a magic item. You just bought it.
I'm gonna hold on to that.
You have your lightning staff.
Yeah, if you want to sell, he clearly is receptive and seems to pay pretty good
I
price.
never wrote that in, so might as well sell it. Or,
I'm gonna
Perhaps have someone use it.
yeah.
run to the bathroom real quick.
Well, I'm open all day, so if you want to come back.
I'm gonna.
Sorry.
I'll wait until Peter.
Sorry.
I'm gonna slide the ring
Didn't we
across the
decide
counter.
I wasn't
Gwen.
efficient.
He's gonna.
Flashbacks.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we can give you like 150 for this. All right.
Nice.
The ring that never got used.
The ring
But
that
caused so
all
much
that trouble.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of stores around here. I won't claim to be the best one around, but as far as magic items and wondrous items are concerned, probably not gonna find much better in Grend. Just so you know. Though, I mean, I think like there might be some good rings and stuff at the jewel place, but
So what's the plan? What's the plan, Stan?
Are you gonna sell or are we done?
Oh, wait, Karasu, do you want the lightning stick? Cool.
What's the lightning stick?
Oh, it's just like a rod that has like a blue gem or something in the middle.
Well, it's just this little ball of light.
Blue, yeah. And you hit things, but I'm not really good with it, and lightning happens.
Dexterity-based weapon,
Oh,
correct?
I mean, that's
It
not
is.
really
Yeah, it's if only one of us used death space weapons. But we waited. He's in the bathroom. He
Actually,
really
I believe 3 of us use
Yeah.
space weapons.
What are we doing? Are we pitching in for something?
She's potentially selling. Finn is potentially selling a staff.
Sell
You
Don't
want
want
it?
the lightning
Well-
stick.
I'm like,
Oh, your short bow is still broken, by the way.
I was
You
gonna go to
snapped
the
it in
weapon
the
place.
hag fight.
I was gonna go to the weapon place now.
Right, I forgot. I need that. Actually,
is it a real weapon?
no, it's not. My short bow is not still broken. It's just I conjure up a new one when I want it.
Perfect. I don't know if it was a weapon that you sort of stored.
But
now it's
the arrows, those are another story. I'm running low on arrows.
We picked more up when you
Lightning
weren't here.
stick, going once, going twice.
Hold up, let's think about this.
Okay.
Just so we're all on the same page, this lightning stick is a quarterstaff.
It's
Bow
not.
staff.
It's a bow staff because
So
that's why I
it's-
couldn't use it.
Stat-wise, it's what, like a club?
I don't think I can use it.
You can.
A bow staff falls under what category? Martial.
It is a martial weapon, yes.
Yeah.
Use a martial weapon. Aren't you dexterity-based, Karasu? Or is this also slash a strength thing?
No, I mean it's a
It's
finesse.
finesse.
I'm not proficient in a bow
Okay.
staff.
And it does 1d6 plus 1d6?
Yeah.
So you're telling me you wouldn't like a thing like that, Karasu?
Wait, it's so. Can you give the description?
It's not a light weapon though, so you can't 2-weapon fight with it.
Oh, it's not
Oh,
a light.
I don't want it.
You've seen who would have? You have seen your master sometimes use the bow staff in training you. If you get good enough at it, you can attack pretty quickly with both ends of it, but you're not currently trained to do that.
I'm not proficient with it either, so
Yes.
we could probably sell it.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
You're gonna sell it?
Yeah.
Right. She identifies it. I'll place this around 300 gold.
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
Do we want to split it amongst the party?
Just,
I'll hold
I
on
gave
to
it to you.
yeah, sure, hold on to it and yeah.
I'll make a note of it.
All right, what are we doing?
I want to go to the weapon shop.
Cool. Who's going where now? Let's split it up. Weapon shop. Those 3 going to weapon shop.
Weapon shop.
Where are the other places?
There's the weapon
Who's
shop.
the
There's a
rest
costume
of
slash clothing
There
shop.
you go.
There's a jewelry shop. There's a apothecary, and there's a tinkering place.
I'm gonna go to the tinkering place.
Okay.
I'm very curious.
Oh, I'm gonna make my way to the costume shop, see if I can pick up some fun little costumes for the girls.
Wait, what was the costume
Or
shop
you need some new
called?
clothes
Trickster's
as well.
Trove.
How about,
I'm curious about that too.
Listen, maybe I'll go to the Trickster's Trove and can you just pick up some arrows for me? Here's 1 gold. It should buy you 20 arrows. Thank you.
You know what? I'll accompany the tricksters.
Next time we'll go
Cool.
together.
Trickster's Trove. And Finn, where are you headed?
Finn's just kind of gonna
Can
go
we-
around town.
Okay.
Could we go to more than one place?
You can, but like first.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start at the Trickster's Trove. Trickster's Trove, folks, you go in. It is a real. It's a fun place, and there's just sort of costumes and mannequins all over the place. As you come in, the two you've been here before, so you know Celine and Salon, the twin gnomes who run this place.
Hi, Celine. Hi, Salon.
Hi.
Yeah.
As they sort of scurry about, like fulfilling orders, like, what can we do for you?
Well, I'm just looking for some fun little trinkets for my girls. I don't know. You have any masks or?
Oh yeah,
costumes
we have cat masks, we have dragon masks, we have king masks, all sorts of stuff. Anything they're like really interested in these days?
Well, one of them likes bugs.
Oh yeah, we have a ladybug mask or a spider mask. That was a little spooky though.
Well, actually, get the spider mask because I recently learned a spell that can make her like rock on the walls, and so.
Oh, and you can make her
that
a
you
spider.
wanna,
Oh, that's
actually
cute.
have the
All
mask.
right,
So
and it's a very well crafted mask.
All right,
Put this down.
take this.
It's
Thank
like
you.
3 silver.
Oh, yeah, sure. Here, here's the gold.
And she gives you
Keep the change.
Oh really?
Nah, yeah. Hey, thank you kindly.
Thank you.
What else you got in terms of masks? That I could do?
Mask. Well, what's your other daughter into?
Oh, well, she's I think she likes birds. I'm working on a spell to help her fly, but I haven't quite worked out yet.
Birds. I have a crow mask.
Is Karasu not there?
He's
I'm not there.
All right. You think you're not there either. Do you think?
It's
Do you
elves.
think,
You're
do
with
you
the
think your
elves.
friend? Do you think your friend would find this offensive, or?
I mean,
That is
you
a
could just
good-
keep it hidden.
That's a good question. Probably not.
No.
All right, all right.
He
I'll-
seems like, honestly, from what I know of him, he seems very easygoing.
All right. So I'll.
Can he just not voice his concern?
This is gonna be the thing that
I've
sets him off.
I've never heard him complain once.
Well, that's good to hear. That's the guy that you want on your team. You know.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's,
absolutely.
He's a man of few words.
I see.
Well, I'll throw the chrome mask in. You gave
That
me a
is
gold.
correct.
You already paid for it.
Oh, that's so kind of you.
Yeah.
Celine. I'm sorry, you Celine.
I'm Celine.
Ah,
Yeah, you got
see,
Salon is helping out the two of you, asking you, what can I get you?
I wasn't aware this is more of a costume shop. than a-
Costumes, clothing.
Clothing. Can
all
you tell
sorts
me
of
what
things.
is
In
trendy in this area this
Oh.
time of
No,
year?
Siri, no.
Raish.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, what?
Raish, it's all those dwarven miners, and they're all in their sooty clothes, so there's not a whole lot of style going on in here. But we do have a lot of circus performers coming through, and they do seem to be on the cutting edge for the most part.
I need something that says civil, yet
Uncivil.
no. Civil yet dependable.
Civil yet dependable.
I think those
Are you
mean
going
the same
on
thing.
a dating show?
You're not
Maybe.
that.
I know.
I don't know what I can do.
I can spend around
not very
15
useful.
gold.
You won't have to, but yeah, no, we could work some things out. Salon, take him to a fitting. She's like, this way, and she starts measuring.
Oh, it's
you.
been so long since I've had a proper fitting.
Oh my. As she gives you, she goes, what can I do for you?
You know, honestly, I think I may have misunderstood.
What did you think was gonna be?
I don't know. I hear trickster, and I think other things. I think.
What do you think? And like her face grows pretty serious as you say that. What do you think? We're not affiliated with them.
I see.
They can do their own business. We stay away from their colors, and we don't affiliate ourselves.
Ah,
We
so
don't want
I
any trouble.
understand you don't sell the sort of outfits they.
No.
Ah.
I don't know if it matters, but my dagger with the is on my head.
Visible?
Yes.
Cool. We'll get to that.
That-
Vivi's just straight bluffing through this conversation. He has no idea what she's talking
I figured.
about.
We don't.
No, I understand. Very
Are you
reasonable.
with them?
No, I'm not. I'm merely investigating.
Essalon is measuring you. She gets to your hip and she sees the dagger and she stops.
Is something the matter?
We don't want any trouble. We're just trying to sell costumes. Most of our customers are children. We're not stepping on your territory at all. We stay away from your colors. So please, I don't know if this was a threat. We don't want any trouble.
These are my friends. Well, Celine, we've known each other a long time.
Salon,
Salon, I'm so sorry. Salon, we've known each other a long time. Like, these are my friends. I don't think there's anything to worry about here.
Are you talking about this? Like one of the handle?
Yeah, she's trying to take a step
no.
up.
This was given to me. I don't
That's
know.
sort of what worries me.
I don't know who. Do you know about this pattern?
Listen, we're closing early today. So sorry about that. Maybe come back another time. But we're gonna. Celine, we're closing early. And Celine goes, oh, okay.
But no, what's the matter?
Sorry about this.
There's
This is like mid-conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sorry. I guess we're closing early.
Do you want me to put it away?
We're it's a family emergency. We just found out about. So we
nobody
have to
talked
close.
to you. It's really okay.
I'm really
Salon.
sorry. I'm really sorry, but we have to close for the day. Please, if you'll exit now.
All right. Well, I guess Come on, friends. Let's go.
Once we're outside, I want to kind of turn to these guys and say, did I say something? I asked about.
They were never like that. I don't know what's the deal.
I asked about trickery, and they got uncomfortable.
Do you recognize this pattern? I'll show you my dagger handle. It's like red, yellow, black, white.
I've seen it
argyle.
around town. Do I recognize it any other than the?
Yeah, you've seen it around town. Yeah.
Should I roll for something?
It's just a pattern, really. Like.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks kind of fashionable, but maybe it's just passing craze. I don't know what the deal is.
They asked me if I was with them, or that they don't sell their colors.
Do you think that these are their colors?
Who is they?
I don't know.
Have we seen anyone in those?
I did read that these colors belong to Frederick Fredrickson, right? I know this belongs to a person who was considered the king of thieves.
Can I history that?
Yep.
Can I history that?
Yep.
as well?
His name was Frederick Fredrickson.
15.
17.
You both know that the King of Thieves founded the Noble Folly, which is one of the 3 largest thieves guilds in Renarcia.
Oh,
all right.
They think we're with a thieves guild. I can see why a store owner wouldn't be interested in.
These performers, you know, I did notice a lot of them are wearing the same colors.
Perhaps the thieves guild is strong in this area.
I suppose. Do
I mean,
know
you're
that
from
it's
around
fine?
here, and
Yeah, man. Make a history check.
15 again.
15. You have been warned about them, as they do often attack people in the Bergen Coalition more than most places. You know that that's sort of their main area.
Are they? Do I know that they're like murderers, or are they just thieves?
They're pretty. The noble. There's 3 main thieves guilds in Renarcia, and the 2 of you would definitely know about this. You would likely know about this. The Noble Folly, the Shaded Alley, and the Forked Tongue. The Forked Tongue only operates in Mildor, in the Elven continent on the east. Like, that is the only place, for the most part. They're the only ones who are able to operate in Mildor. They'll stretch out sometimes, but for the most part, they're pretty content there. The Noble Folly and the Shaded Alley used to be the same group, but the Noble Folly is all about theatrics, in keeping with their sort of tenets that were created for them by their original leader, the King of Thieves. They dress gaudily, they perform like high-strung heists. They'll kill people, but the Shaded Alley is like the ones you do not fuck with on a dark night. They'll just kill. They take assassination contracts. Like, they're a thieves guild, but they'll do whatever it takes to get money. Noble Folly has some semblance of like a moral code.
Frederick Fredrickson, he's not an assassin or anything. He's a celestial. From what I'm aware.
have I ever?
You've never heard that.
Yeah, I know.
You know
I think
he's
he's
dead.
I think he's.
I mean, he
probably a
he's
thief.
dead. I don't.
I mean, see. Here's the thing I don't understand. Thieves are thieves, and Noble's Folly is, they're pretty shady characters, but they never seem to me to be terribly dangerous. They just take your things. I just didn't really.
Well, that's not good.
Obviously taking your things ain't but I've never seen Celine Salon, so sort of.
Well, I mean, they're shop owners. Having thieves in the shop would certainly.
What are they going to steal from Celine and Salon? Like some fabric? It's not like the gem shop,
I mean,
I suppose.
money.
Well, you see what they make. They don't make that much money. They're not good targets for thieves.
Right, especially the Folly is.
Yeah, they want to steal gems and blah blah blah.
A celestial?
Yeah, that's strange. I never heard that.
I don't think I. Are you sure you're not thinking of someone else?
No,
Are there any Celestials with a name close to Frederick Fredrickson?
You don't know all the Celestials.
No, but like,
a
celestial.
Make a religion check. I guess.
No, but I'm just saying, like.
Make a religion check.
Okay.
Tedrick.
Yeah, that's the one.
18.
18.
Actually.
None that you have studied.
So like, I have no idea what he's talking about. No. Frederick Fredrickson is a celestial.
That's what I thought.
I mean,
we found the book in that one library, and I read about Frederick Fredrickson.
As a historical figure, as a important player in history, not a. Was he even magical? Did I know?
Him and his twin brother seemed to have something mysterious going on about them. His twin brother founded the Bergen Coalition, and he founded the Noble Folly. There's no record of his death, though. Both him and his twin just sort of disappeared to time.
Interesting.
This isn't right.
Well,
sounds like the Sims medieval music.
I say we keep an eye out for.
There's medieval Sims.
I say we keep an eye out for anyone with those patterns and